Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50k until the end of the year, and let's get going. So yeah, we have the continuation of that thing that I talked about on the Gripen videos. Jesus Christ, I forgot the name of the aircraft. But I managed to get this document that was actually the thing that I was talking about in that video, of the translations of the forum. So thank you, BOTNG, I think it's the name. It's a member of the Discord that actually gave he actually managed to download before the doc was just completely changed by the people that got the ability to edit when it was being made. And if any other information is available, I will be adding it. I will leave the main source of this in the description as the other video, the Russian forum. And I tested and I searched basically on that forum some of these stuff like randomly, and I found most of them. So most of them are indeed in that Russian forum. So I kind of guess that everything is. I have to basically find every single one of them, but I found it like 6 or 7 of them. And the other ones were really hard to find because it's like a 50-page forum post on the Russian forum. So yeah, and it might even include some other stuff. But basically this is a translation for some of the stuff that the Russian devs or the Russian community managers actually answered in the Russian forum. So let's get going. Armored vehicles, first of all. Recently the 9M311 and the VT1 have received new physics, while other SAMs not yet have been transferred to the same model. So yeah, they are changing the way that SAMs work. This is the Tunguska, if I'm not mistaken, and the VT1, right? So yeah, they're going to add the new physics for those to the other AA systems as well. They're planning to do it. It is kind of a weird system, and it kind of nerfs it, but still. Tunguska's 9M311, so yeah, the Tunguska's one, has lost control and it is unable to kill any targets, even helicopters. The trajectory is unpredictable. The trajectory is predictable, this is the answer. Missile can no longer acquire, log, fast maneuvering target, they come into use. So yeah, the Tunguska basically was heavily nerfed, and they say that that's realistic. So if that's the case, I mean, not that I'm glad that the Panzer is added, but if they're going to add this anyway, I mean, sure, we needed a new AA system there, right? I mean, right. Players were expecting the C1 Ariete will receive the war armor and be able to withstand the most effective tank shells. Instead, they received the M53. It was not a plan to have the additional armor pack, although we will monitor its efficiency and protection, and further changes are possible. Also, the M53 is one of the most effective rounds in the game, and this round alone is very solid reinforcement to the Italian top tier. So basically they're saying that they might add new additions for the war arm, the Ariete, the new Ariete, and the ammo is already plenty, right? Players are asking why a 4-second ready rack reload across the board was implemented for FAVs. Doesn't seem historical in the gameplay person. Okay, they know that this issue is a problem. Something about the Churchill Italian SPAG. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but yeah, I'm going to try to make this video kind of quick, but you can pause it and take a look. We have I will not like share this specific thing. We'll share the Russian one because I think it was Ajude that actually made it, and he's probably just changing because of the thing that happened. So yeah. This talk about SPAGs. So yeah, more SPAGs maybe for the Italians. Yeah, this is a thing that it was kind of a weird like answer, you know. The Panzer missile have a very weird contrail behind it, or smoke trail, right? And kind of like difficult to see it. I already complained about it on the dev server. And they say that the VT1 also has that, which is, I mean, it doesn't like fix the problem. It just makes it so that more AA systems have that, so it's more difficult for aircraft. But anyway, however, we are considering in the future increase the this trail density. So yeah, became yeah, some combat armor. Not gonna, I mean, Okay. Oh, another vehicle on the VIKHR's lineup will be happening. So, pretty interesting actually. Japan has not received, so maybe more vehicles for that line. So pretty cool, more vehicles for the VIKHR's line. Japan has not received a top SAM since update 1.99, almost 3 years ago. The Type 93 SAM has led to many frustrating experiences for the players, and this leaves Japan top tier MVTs with no competitive support. I mean, you still have the other AA systems from the other nations, but I understand and I agree that we need more AA systems. We plan to optimize the Type 91 autopilot. This will improve its efficiency. In addition, we may implement a photo construct channel, which will greatly increase the daytime range. Interesting. So they're not really saying that any new AA systems are going to be added for Japan. Probably just an optimizing on the missile. So kind of interesting, right? I don't know. So aircraft. So we have aircraft and some others here. Some complaints since the major that fix the smaller millimeter, or not smaller, the cannons basically, aircraft cannons, has actually caused a wider reduction of damage in all cannons. I felt that, yeah, it's kind of weird right now. HEI sometimes has no explosive effect on, and on 50 cals are currently being claimed to be more effective. It will be monitored by the DEVS in case this confirmed. Okay, so yeah, I felt that it's kind of weird right now, and it feels like the guns are not doing damage. So they might take a look on that. That's pretty good. Here, Tornado ADV, still using one of the worst variants of its radar, the Fox Hunter Type W. The dev team is aware, but the research requires some time. So they might get a better radar to the Tornado ADV. Hopefully, because that radar is... It's pretty good. It's one of the best radars in the game, but still it's limited. I mean, it doesn't have barely 100 kilometers of actual range, right? So it's kind of weird. It's supposed to be a little bit better, I think. The Tornado ADV was noted that the aircraft could be given the same feature as HMD or HMS, right? As the aircraft had a hand controller that allowed for the same type of seeker slewing. Kind of weird. Saying devs are looking into it, but needs to time to research. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same as a helmet-mounted sight. Like, it really is not, but, I mean, it maybe should help. Maybe it has kind of a delay, you know, to take the time to actually, for the pilot to actually aim that thing, but it's not really as close as an HMS or HMD, but still, it is an interesting, actually, an interesting technology, right? Tornado IDS GR1 family issues. Tornado IDS are missing the CCIP for some of the angles, yes. I noticed that as well. It's kind of weird to drop these bombs when it should focus. Drop tank texture issues. Since they're introduced, drop tanks do not match the camouflage. So yeah, known issues require certain game code changes. So they are going to fix the tornadoes a little bit more. So some hunters, the British Hunter issues. So Hunter FGR2, FG1, and F4J UK missing unstabilized elevation scan for the acquire mode. Cockpit HUD sight should match that on the F4S with the F4J UK. Same aircraft should have the new aircraft lead lag indicator. I mean, this is probably going to be added for most aircraft anyway, right? And the F4S lacks incendiary bombs. The issues are researched. Incendiary bombs to be added in the upcoming minor update. So they might be fixing some of these. I mean, this one is probably going to be added in the next major update when more aircraft receive that as well. R044 Cockpit is the one. Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of weird. It's the cockpit is, you know, wrong right now. So yeah, they're going to get the right cockpit of the R044. So pretty cool. Float planes for naval battles, can you please implement the rest? Playable float planes are in-game fully in the track tree, as they are fun and unique vehicles. The decision will... Okay, man. Okay, no problem. Players have been pushing for requesting a British version of the Hunter F-58 to be added to the tree. So, okay, the answer is these aircraft were purchased by Switzerland, from Switzerland by civilian persons and were converted for training purposes. They have different cockpits and don't have targeting systems. They are not and were not in service with the RAF. However, we allowed one of the Hunter modifications to be added to the British tech tree. However, we allow one of the... Does this mean that we're going to get another hunter for the British? We might see, right? I mean, it's kind of weird translation here, but still interesting. I don't know. We see no reason not to add the AGM-1, the Hellfires, right? The Lima versions to the Apache, since the Soviets have the VIKHR. Well, this is kind of interesting. The 9K127 is to be converted to the new physics. Its efficiency will be dropped significantly. This is kind of sad or happy, depending on which side you are. I just think that I don't know. I have to take a look, but I think the VIKHR was, they were pretty realistic compared to like DCS. But I might be wrong in the sense of navigation. They do turn a lot. So yeah, that might be the main problem, that they do turn a lot. Which issues with the Harrier 7 targeting pod seems back. Fixing progress. Yeah, that targeting pod is just completely weird. Tornado ADV, but I think they fixed that. Yeah. Wing grip overload too low should be 11.25 instead of 9G. I think they already fixed that. Yeah. America is currently the only nation besides Japan to not have any form of laser guided bomb. We're investigating F4E variants equipped with laser guided bombs, so we might see even a newer variant of the F4E or something like that. Maybe an upgrade to the current one so that he can carry laser guided bombs. It is weird that they don't have laser guided bombs. Plans for the Subjas 39C Gripen. Yeah, already did the other video. Yes, they are planning for the Gripen this year, which is very cool. Scout drones and helicopters leave massive contrails. Fixes in progress as well. So a lot of things on the air here. Minor things, but very cool as well. Here we have some stuff on the naval tornado lack water trail. This is going to be fixed, which is fun. Everything else, it's not too much stuff. It's not too big. Graphics, this one is a very interesting one. Sonic Boom Cone looks controversial for many players. Yes, people are complaining about the new cone, Mac cone, you know, Sonic Boom Cone. So actual cone in real life is often much bigger and stays longer than in the game right now. However, we are monitoring feedback and open for further adjustments. I think it's all right. I mean, I crashed once due to that, and sometimes you miss some shots due to that, but it's like once in a lifetime. It doesn't happen all the time in really supersonic aircraft. I have to play like with MiG-19s maybe, or MiG-21 F-13s, or I don't know, maybe aircraft that are a little bit slower than the aircraft that I'm flying right now. Maybe it will be a bigger problem there. But I think it's all right, in my opinion. But if they're monitoring, maybe they will change a little bit. Maybe a little bit shorter than it is right now would help. It would still look cool. So I think sometimes it is kind of too much even if it's shorter than it should. Trees and bushes are twitching when falling by a tank. Devs are aware, but the problem solution is in progress. Okay. And the last one, the new Challenger 2E has the same Perkins 1200 horsepower engine sound as the other Challengers, when it should have the MTU 1500 horsepower engine sound one. So yeah, address it. So very cool things. I mean, nothing too crazy here. I think the EA systems, yes, it explains a little bit. I think the major thing here is that the Tornado might be getting better a little bit, and also that the Gripen is kind of confirmed. That's amazing, actually. So yeah, pretty cool, right? If the Gripen is coming this year, what else is coming this year? Eurofighters, Rafales, more versions of the Mirage, Su-27s, F-15s, maybe 90s aircraft for every nation. What else is coming? Like, I'm really excited about the future of War Thunder. If a Gripen is coming, and don't mind the C variant here. I mean, it might mean that just they're talking about the Gripen, not the C variant specifically, because the C variant is from 2002, so it is a more advanced version. If the Gripen is coming, it's probably going to be the A variant first. So yeah, but very, very cool. And some other fixes that are interesting. This was a very cool explanation about the VIKHR as well, that it's going to be nerfed. So these are the major things. My opinion, very cool. I will leave the Russian forum in the description because I didn't make this. I just wanted to read it. And also, thanks for Oshida And I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys. See you.